Red Fantasma, come to the front.
Just a summary of my taste in books. This is it.
The nickname thing.
Oh, do you think we're... Oh, bless you. Bless you.
I think I've got it. Guys, watch this edit, watch this edit. Wait.
And then you'll lose me to the crowd.
We'll never be already are. This is who I am, Hannah.
That scares me.
I scare you?
I'm dying. I'm in a hole of off-campus edits. Like a hole. I can't claw myself out of it. Because I don't even know if I want to. I don't think I want to. But hi, welcome back. I have just finished filming my June TBR video. There's books everywhere. As you can see, my brain is everywhere. You guys already know I'm in desperate need of a bit of a bookish reset. Or you can call this video doing book stuff, but you get the gist. I need to go book shopping. There's a few books on my list that I need to get. I need to buy the book club book pick for June, which is Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. I also really want to get The Ballad of Falling Dragons. I also really want to get The Bright Years, which is also on the TBR. There's a bunch of books actually. There's probably a good, it's probably a haul-worthy list of books. I want to get all the books that I've currently got out from just like the last few videos. I've got my Binding and Keeping 13 out. I want to get them all organised back up onto the shelves. Haven't done any book journaling in months. We're just going to spend a few bookish days together. I'm going to quickly get all of these books back up on the shelf now, and then I'm going to sit down and tell you about the book that I'm currently reading. I have burned through it. I've read it so fast. I literally started it yesterday afternoon, and I think I'm 60% of the way through, which is insane. It's a late night, early morning kind of, it's just, I'm hooked. So I'll tell you about that as soon as I've got this organised. And I'm so excited to get my book life just back on track.
Officially made the call to add Binding and Keeping 13 to my favourite books shelf. I think I do need to eliminate like one of these and one of these at some point, but it was a really like awkward amount of space to have left. Like I couldn't turn a book this way if I got rid of one of these, but I would actually probably just keep Keeping 13 on here and I wouldn't have Binding 13 on here. So it means there's room for another book. And then I've also put Promise Me Sunshine on here. Funny story, I've kept as the one book that faces out because I think I really do love it that much. Need to decide if I'm going to do another reread. At this point, I've been doing an annual reread since I read it, which I think is only a couple of years to be fair, but still. Will I get a reread this year? I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll start having to like have them going this way actually, so that I have room for more like absolute favourite books. But yeah, if you're ever wondering for just a summary of my taste in books, this is it.
Morning. I finished yesterday. Oh my god. I know it was a book club book, so some of us like have been reading it, but whoa. That ending went crazy. I haven't really fully finished like reviewing it in my mind yet, but that was insane. One of the things I really want to do in this video is get my Fable and my Goodreads actually. I had kind of decided to completely give up on Goodreads, but I'm thinking maybe I should use it because I feel like so many of you guys still use it.
and I do still use it to look up other people's reviews, therefore I feel like I should also contribute to the platform if I use it. But I do prefer Fable and I want to support Fable. Anyway, one of the things I want to do is to get those platforms like updated with my full and like proper reviews. So I can like sit and have a think about what my final yesteryear review is, and then I'll make sure it's up on Fable and Goodreads for you to see. For now, I want to get to the gym. I've been so out of routine, and I don't even know the last time I went to the gym or just like did any exercise. I feel like it's been just so crazy lately. And my method of just like, I'm usually quite like a soft motivation person, but my method of no nonsense to get out of the reading slump really worked. I just said to myself, set timers, you will finish this book, and then you will start another one, and you will finish that one. And what do you know, I'm out my slump and I'm loving it. So I think I'm just gonna do the same thing with my fitness now. I'm like, I am going. So I really wanna get my body moving again. Oh, we're not tucking. We're stretching. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hi, guys. So, the plan has changed a little bit. Can I just sit up a tiny bit, or do you want to lie down, maybe? What's that? Do you want to lie down, maybe? Do you? Okay. Not really. So, hi. Oh, there we go. There we go. Good boy. So, slight change of plans. We're not going book shopping. My parents are having their kitchen redone. Barley is my family dog, for anyone that hasn't met him before. But they're having their kitchen redone and he's not a fan. And he's been feeling a bit anxious and twitchy at home with all the banging and crashing, which is completely understandable. It drives me crazy too. I think it's driving my mum crazy. So my parents have dropped him off here, which is the best news ever because Barley is literally my soul dog. And because he's feeling a little bit anxious and he hasn't stayed here, honestly, in months, I don't feel comfortable leaving him at home while I go out book shopping, at least for the first like 72 hours or something that he's here. Anyway, basically I think we're just gonna chill and read and keep him company, and I'll take him for a walk a little bit later, so maybe I'll find a good audiobook to listen to. Books for us to chat about. I'm just gonna have to move my arm a little bit, but I mean, I can get you a pillow. You want a pillow? To rest your head on? Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it? His tail has just started full on wagging. But I'm basically doing a new weekly series in like short form that is like a weekly wrap up of what I've been reading. I'm trying to keep myself organised with everything bookish so that I don't slip off into like a major slump again. And I mentioned in that I would talk more about Feverdream because honestly I thought that we were going to read Feverdream together in this video, and then I finished it so fast that hasn't happened. So I've binged Feverdream so quickly. For anyone that hasn't heard anything about it, Feverdream is the first book in Elsie Silver's new series Emerald Lake, and it's following Emmett Brant, who his stage name is Emmett Bush, who is Theo Silver's #1 rival. So we see him he's referenced in Reckless as being his #1 rival, and is like, obviously Theo thinks he's like a dick and all this stuff. We also meet him in Wildcard, which is the 4th book in the Rose Hill series, because he is really good mates with, I actually really liked him as an MMC as well, and I can't remember his name. Whatever the name is of the male main character in Wildcard. Was it Wildcard? Yeah, the final book, the purple book. The purple book in the Wild Love Rose Hill series. We also meet Emmett in that as well. The book is between Emmett and Theo Silver's little sister, Julia. And the premise of the book is Emmett is trying to save his family's horse training facility / farm by agreeing to be on a new dating reality TV show. It's basically like The Bachelor, which I know we don't have that in the UK, but it's basically like The Bachelor, but cowboy edition, which, I mean, let's be honest, is a great concept for a show. And Jules is like the site manager, like the location manager working on the show. The first 50% of this book, I was really enjoying it. I was really enjoying the banter.
I was really enjoying like the development of the relationship between, or like the development, I guess, of like the friendship between Emmett and Jules. I think my favourite bit of the entire book was Emmett's family and getting to see his grandparents, and it was very Eton family dinner coded. The way that they all like interact with each other and like they take the piss out of each other and it's kind of funny was very Eton coded, but it's now like the Brand family, and it's clear that the rest of the Emerald Lake books are all going to follow different family members in Emmett's family, which is really fun. And we also got to see Theo and Winter just like a little bit, which was really fun. So there were definitely lots of components of it that I really enjoyed, and honestly I wasn't really thinking too hard about it when I was reading it. It was one of the books that was helping me like come out of the slump, so I didn't interrogate it that much. I haven't really been online and I haven't checked like what the average reviews are or anything of it. I do think going into it, if you thought it was going to be like a cowboy romance, you might be a little bit disappointed because it's not very ranchy, it's not very cowboy, it's not much about like the land, or I don't know, there's something like in Chestnut Springs that was very atmospheric, like very cowboy atmospheric. I think this wasn't so much because it was more about a reality dating TV show, so it was a bit more of like a, probably wants to say like a modern lens, but obviously like that's not what I mean. I guess more, I don't know, like maybe you know what I'm trying to say. So I finished my rating of it on 3.75. I mean, it could have been a 4-star. I really enjoyed it. I kind of really enjoyed it the same way that I've really enjoyed the Stephanie Archer books. I really enjoyed it in the same way that I enjoyed so many of the When in Rome series books. I don't think this one is gonna like stick with me or stay with me in any major way, but I had a good time. Like I had a good time reading it. Obviously like Elsie writes Spice really well. There's some fun banter in there, but it wasn't like, I wasn't obsessed with them as a couple in a way that's gonna stick with me. So 3.75 for my rating on Feverdream. I'm now gonna get started on my June TBR. The book that I'm gonna start with is Fantasma. I was feeling a little bit reluctant about this one because it just feels so autumnal and so October-y to me. But actually, with the weather turning and it now like pouring with rain for the next few days, this feels quite perfect. It's like, I mean, it's not quite autumnal, but the weather's not great. So I'm gonna start this and try and get this in now while the weather's bad before the weather gets good again. Super, super short summary. It's about a girl whose sister dies or goes missing, I think, and in order to get her back or save her, something like that, she has to enter these deadly games. And I think it's kind of like carnival-y. She's a witch and there's some super handsome phantom that says he can help her make it through these deadly games. And I'm guessing her and him got a little frisky. So that is roughly the plot. It's a book that I've heard good things about, but I'm predicting a similar time to Feverdream. I'm predicting like a good time and like really no notes from like a vibe perspective, but from like a quality literary masterpiece that's gonna stick with me for the rest of my life. I'm not really predicting that, but I am kind of hoping to just have like a good, fun, romance, slightly spicy time and feel a little bit like gothic and moody. I'm hoping it's just gonna tick all of those boxes. I'm gonna get started now. I'm gonna see if I can, I'm going nowhere. And honestly, I couldn't be happier about it. I love him so much. Oh, I know absolutely no one cares about your dog the way that you do. So you're probably gonna get very, very bored of being like, Ellen, we get it. Your dog's coming to stay, but there's probably gonna be a lot of Barley in this video. I'm not gonna be able to help it. And on my lifestyle channel, because I'm also vlogging for that this week. There's gonna be lots of doggy content. Right, Fantasma. Let's get reading.
Are you the sweetest? Yeah, good job. Oh, do you think we're... Oh, bless you. Bless you. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy.
Ophelia watched in awe at the gravity-defying stunts. The fluid way the performers were able... The truth you must find. Blackwell, how did you know to come help me? She wondered, almost absent-mindedly.
Not to be totally repetitive, but I'm just about to head out on another walk with Barley and listen to some more Fantasma. Let me find where I'm up to so I can see how far through I am. Ooh, quite far. So I'm currently on chapter 28 of Fantasma, so I'm about here. So I'm over halfway now. Thoughts so far, I'm still super intrigued about this voice inside her head. I think that's the thing that's like interesting me the most. I do like Blackwell as an MMC. Like I've had a few like giggly moments. I know, I'm so sorry, we're literally gonna leave in 2 seconds. I have, yes, big stretch. Can you see him lying? He always like begs from afar. Like he doesn't get too, he doesn't want to be like a pest, but he is also begging. So he'll like lie quite far away, just wag his tail at me. There have been some moments that have felt like a little bit cringy and maybe a couple of moments that have felt not like predictable, but this definitely follows like that really classic. And we knew that Blackwell was going to be the MMC, and I think I've read a lot of really, really slow burn romances lately where they get together like right at the end. So this one feels a little bit faster than that. So I think we kind of dove into all that maybe like a little bit quickly for my liking. I would have liked the yearning to like yearn a little bit harder and a little bit more. Enjoying the trials though. The trials are fun, and I am such a sucker for like the 7 deadly sins, or in this case it's like the 7 circles of hell or whatever it is. Don't give up, we actually are going out. Look at that strop. He's literally been like, fine, I'm gonna curl up on the sofa, we're clearly not going anywhere. Anyway, I'm gonna go keep listening. I would love, love, love to finish it today. I don't see why I shouldn't finish it today.
Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Yeah, come on then. Look at the mess you've made in my house. Look at the look at the mess you've made in my house.
Sorry, I'm just having my dinner and I think my camera's upstairs, but I've just had like a gaspy, I think I've got it moment with Fantasma. It's weird, like most of this book, I feel like I've sounded really negative when talking about it. I haven't meant to, but I do feel like a lot of it, it's been maybe a little bit predictable, or I don't know, I've just been struggling to get into it. There were a couple of moments where I felt like it's been a little bit lazy. What I mean by lazy is like, for example, they were in one of the trials and she had to get this tool off the wall and then like put it into a lock and turn the key, basically. It was basically a key, but they called it like a tool. And the description was like a funny shaped tool, and then it went into like a similar, or it was like a similar shaped key or something. And I was like, the way that it was described, I was like, I thought it was quite lazy writing, because in my head I was like, well, I can't picture what's happening. Like I can't picture that at all, because you've just said like a strangely shaped tool. Well, I don't know what that looks like. And then putting it into a similar shaped hole. I don't know. There's just been a couple of instances where I've just felt like it's been maybe a little bit lazy, but I'm starting to really get invested. I don't think I've got that long to go, but I've just thought the whole game that she's doing is she has to find a key and something else. I now actually can't remember. Maybe it's a wish, like she gets a wish, but she has to find a key for Blackwell of some description. And I think I've just worked out what the key is. To me, there's no way that it's going to be something that complicated, because it's not a series. So this is going to have to wrap up in one book. I mean, I think it is an interconnected standalone. I'm really vibing with Sinclair. I've got no idea who the second book is about. Maybe her sister, I don't know. It could be like Genevieve's book. I'm kind of hoping, I don't know. I just think whenever anybody describes some bad guy as like mega handsome, I'm like, well, he's born to be an MMC then, isn't he? Like, we're ready for you. So I kind of am thinking maybe the second book is like Sinclair and Genevieve, but I don't know. So I'm enjoying all the devils, excited to meet the king of the devils. I feel like I've got lots of theories, you know what I mean? I've no idea if any of them are correct, but I'm at the point of my reading experience where it's really fun thinking of theories and it's fun kind of coming up with what I think is going on. So I'm enjoying it. I'm actually having a really good time now. Took me a minute, but vibes are quite high.
I fear that either I have read a different book to everyone else, or I'm just really petty and not a very evolved person. Because, guys, okay, just for 2 seconds, I'll pop on the screen here where to skip to in case you haven't read Fantasma and you want to read it, because I'm just going to talk about some spoilers real quick. Again, this is your like final 5-second warning. Here's where you need to jump to, or somewhere on the screen I'll pop where you need to jump to if you want to avoid the spoilers. The nickname thing, okay? Everyone that's read Fantasma, come to the front. I'm so confused, right? Because how can it be, unless, I genuinely think maybe I'm confused, like maybe I missed it, but he calls her Angel the whole way through the book, which I actually quite like that as a nickname. I think that's quite good. But it's not like Kitten or whatever from Diebound, but I think Angel's quite good. But it turns out that actually Angel was the actual name of like the love of his life from however many years ago, and it's because her essence is trapped in the locket that Ophelia wears, and so he recognized like Angel, like her essence or her heart or whatever it is in that locket, and so I feel like my brain is breaking. I'm like, that's so sad that Angel and Blackwell can't be together, and it's the fact that like Angel's like beating heart was the one thing that's like guiding Ophelia. Do you know what I mean? Like, am I being really dumb? I don't know how I could be with a dude that has like this soul deep, it feels like a fated mates thing, like a soul deep love with some other woman who now I am kind of like with, or like I'm kind of this, do you know what I mean? I'm not articulating myself at all here, but it's one thing for a guy to have, I don't know, I'm trying to equate it to like if a man is like widowed and then he meets a new person, but he wouldn't then call you by the same name. Like, that's too much. You know what I mean? Like, you can find love again after loss, of course, but the fact that in his subconscious he's called her Angel, and now Angel is like the cutesy nickname that we're supposed to have an attachment to. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that at all. That really threw me. Anyway, outside of that, the rest of the book, my thoughts and feelings and reviews, now back to being spoiler free. I thought that some of it was a little bit lazy. I think maybe I would have enjoyed it more in autumn. I think I would have enjoyed it more like during spooky season. But fundamentally, it just was not my favourite. I think it had so much potential. It's almost like better in hindsight than when I was actually, I don't know. I can almost like imagine it to be better than it was whilst I was consuming it. There were some good bits in it. I did like Blackwell and Ophelia. I liked Blackwell in general. I thought he was a really good MMC. I liked all his broody, like protectiveness thing. I thought that was all done just right and like it wasn't cringy to me at all. But I don't know, I just think the whole thing felt a little bit flat. I think I wasn't as invested in the trials as I should have been. I didn't really care about any of the characters as much as I should have. And I kind of saw how the plot was going to play out coming a bit too much, so therefore it wasn't as fun or as enjoyable to read. I think I would love, I guess maybe it's kind of similar to how I feel about Kingdom of the Wicked, which Kingdom of the Wicked gave me a very similar feeling of this has so much potential, and then for me book 2 was really good in the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy. I think that was Kingdom of the Damned or Cursed, I can't remember. But I really liked the second one. And then the third one was like pretty good. I also liked the third one, but the second one was so good. I kind of feel that way about this. Like if the next book wasn't about a different couple, if the next book was about these guys, I think I would be really excited to read it and to like see the evolution of Ophelia and Blackwell, because in my mind, the whole plot kind of came to a close way too fast. Like back to the spoilers that I was talking about earlier. I think at the reveal of that, there needed to be a lot more time to work through some things, as opposed to like everybody just being like in love and just wrapping it up, you know? So I think my final rating of this is 3 stars. In hindsight now, that feels a little bit harsh, but when I finished it I was like, it's 3 stars, it's not better than that. Like I was quite sure of my rating, so I'm just gonna go with my gut about how I felt when I finished it. It is growing on me in hindsight though, so I don't know what that says. Maybe it could come up to a 3.5, but yeah, for now 3 stars. I'm glad I read it though, that was fun. You can see the sun is like back out, and I think we've got like another day of rain or so, and then we're gonna be back in full summer. So I'm really pleased I read that when I did. The next book that I'm currently reading, I've actually started for a different reading vlog, so you'll see that like the video after this one. So I won't yap about that. You'll have to wait and see what that is in the next vlog. For now, I need to do some bookish admin. I'm gonna get my journal updated. I'm almost scared to look at how underdeveloped this is. Okay. We did updates in April. That's good. Oh no, not really. We have March, April, and May missing on my monthly reading tracker. The last book that we have written down in here is I Who Have Never Known Men. That was a few months ago. Yeah, I Who Have Never Known Men is the last book that we have on the reading log. So this needs some good updating. TV adaptation. I think we can tick that off with Off Campus. Author starting with E. I'm just having a look at my like bucket list. We can tick that off as well now that we've read Feverdream, Elsie Silver. Hall of Fame. So far we've just got Anxious People in my 6 slots. I don't think anything else is worthy of that. I definitely think Yesteryear could have potential to go into the Hall of Fame by the end of the year. It wasn't a 5-star for me, but it was really thought-provoking. Like it really got to me, that one. So there could be a slot, but for anyone that hasn't seen the journal before, this is my Hall of Fame slide. So to the 6 best books of the entire year. Right, I'm gonna go get updating because this is in desperate need of some TLC. Oh my gosh, the monthly favourites page has only January and February done, which was The Ascended and Practice Makes Perfect. Right, let me go get updating.
The nausea anger grows stronger and stronger in my mind as she races toward the castle, needing to be here by myself. Stop them. Shadows should cross each of the doors, visibly barring the exits. Sobs start from a few more directions, but I ignore the sound, turning back. Including his family. His table, except Counselor Gerald's strangled scream echoes. Should have allowed the shade bending to take over. I should have remained in control. Still.
As you saw, I've started listening to Furybound, which is the second book after Direbound by Sable Sorensen. this is kind of a spoiler for the next reading vlog you're going to see, but it slipped through the cracks of, like, it didn't get chosen as one of the options for a reading vlog I'm currently filming, and I needed a good audiobook, and I saw that it was for done duet, and anyway, I'm listening to it. I'm really enjoying it. I've actually got no comprehension of how far through I am. I'm probably like 40% of the way through or something, I don't know, maybe not quite, but I'm really enjoying it. It's such a good, like, classic romantasy. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. It's just like the better version. It's just better Fourth Wing. Instead of dragons, they're basically big cuddly dogs. They're direwolves, and it's just so rich. And like, for a very classic, like, you've got your broody MMC, you've got, I don't know, all the like tropes and things that should really, like, I should probably find a bit boring by now, or should like really switch me off. I just think it's done really well in this series. Anyway, so I was really enjoying that while I was doing my journaling. And now the job that I keep procrastinating, I need to update my Fable. Can you please tell me, because even more than I've been procrastinating Fable, I'm like crazy procrastinating updating my Goodreads. Can you tell me, do you use Goodreads, and would you like it if I had an up-to-date Goodreads? Because if you would like it, I will do it. Like, whatever is most useful to you guys, like, I will do. But I don't want to do it if, like, actually it's a waste and we're all just on Fable because of book club, and it's actually, I might as well just focus my time on keeping my Fable up to date, and I can just kind of abandon Goodreads with where it's at. I don't know what the right thing to do is. Anyway, so far I've only got 2 of my books put in for May. I feel so far behind. I haven't put my yesteryear review in here yet. For anyone that doesn't use Fable at all, I honestly highly recommend checking it out. If you're looking for an app to track your books, or even if you're not looking for an app, this is your sign that actually having an app to track your books is really fun. This is what Fable looks like if you've never been in it before. It's like so much more advanced than Goodreads in like every single way, so it's really fun. Well, if you fill it in properly. Mine currently says that my reader summary for 2026 is an emotional adventurer. Your bookshelf is filled with transformative adventures, finding love, resilience, and redemption. Every transformation you discover in a book expands your own possibilities. Be proud. And then I can look back to my 2025. 2025, I was a friendly storyteller. You enjoy tales of love, friendship, and self-discovery, mixing humour with heartwarming adventures. Following your curious spirit, you always find new paths to explore on your literary journey. So much fun. I'll give that like a little like. And then you can share all your stats. My average rating for the year so far is 4.2. That feels like stronger than I almost feel like my year has been, but maybe I'm a generous reviewer. I don't really know. And then most everything else is not actually very helpful because I've been so bad at populating this. I want to get better at updating like my streaks and like when I actually read, because right now it says that I've only read for 10 days so far this entire year, which is obviously not true. Most read genres: romance. A shock to no one, 13 books, fantasy 4 books, thrillers 3 books, literary fiction 2 books, and sci-fi 2 books. Ooh, this is a fun one. This is actually such a good chart. This is where you can see the community rating versus your rating. Also, I should actually say, I don't know if you get all of these charts on normal Fable. Maybe you do. I wanted to do a 7-day free. I did a 7-day free trial of Fable before Christmas, and I forgot to cancel it before the end of the free trial. So now I'm paying for Fable Plus, which I don't actually know what the perks are of Fable Plus because I never intended to genuinely sign up for it. So now I don't know what I see is Fable Plus or like just the free version. But this chart's quite fun. So I rated How to Write a Love Story much worse than other people on Fable, but I rated Promise Me Sunshine way better than other people on Fable. Guys, why isn't everyone rating Promise Me Sunshine 5 stars? That should be everyone's rating. I also rated Anxious People higher than everyone else. I rated It's a Love Story the same. I rated The Ascended the same. I rated Shield of Sparrows the same. Fun. I think that's such a fun chart. And then my most read author so far of the year is Sarah Adams. That makes sense because I read every single one of that series all in one go. Right, I think I'm now gonna sit here, lock in, update my Fable, try and get like just everything updated. I want to write my review for yesteryear, see if I can somehow articulate that into words, and then I think we'll be all set. I am gonna do like a big mid-year Bookish reset video, but I think if you look up when the actual middle of the year is, it's actually closer to July, or maybe I think it's like right at the end of June is technically the midpoint of the year. So maybe it'll be July's like month. We'll do like a big mid-year Bookish reset. But I feel like this has done well to tide me over for now. I know we didn't go book shopping, but blame him, it's not my fault. And instead, I think I'm gonna do like a whole dedicated book shopping video where like we'll just bookshop, buy tons of books, I'll haul, and I'll just like go crazy and treat myself instead. So hopefully that'll make up for it. Thank you so much for spending a few bookish days with me. I've had the loveliest time. As always, I hope you're in the middle of such a lovely book, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys.